we are calling it a farewell because a eulogy somehow seems out of place. This is a farewell for Paul Andrew Moore. Paul Andrew Moore, fondly called Coach Moore, was born November 2nd, 1953 in Springfield, Massachusetts. Being the phenomenal being that he was, it had to come from the awesome training by his parents, Donald and Joan Moore. He also leads to emulate his life, his handsome son, Patrick Cyrus Moore. Andrew Frederick preceded him in transition in 2007. Additionally, he has 4 beautiful sisters, Kathleen, Rosanna, Mary, and Teresa, and 5 nieces and nephews, and of course lots of other family. It goes without saying that he had many, many other family members, students, co-workers, associates, and friends. And don't forget, he was a die-hard Gator. He was also a dedicated teacher here at Miami Carroll City High for 28 years, 17 of which were spent as the girls' head basketball coach. I need your attention for a few minutes as I humbly attempt to comfort and reacquaint you with the essence of the man along a historical point of view. You know, Paul was a history teacher. The year Paul was born was full of significance. In 1953, the Korean War ended. In 1953, the Seminole Casino in Hollywood opened. In 1953, teacher salaries were $4,254 a year. In 1953, round steak cost 90 cents a pound. In 1953, gas cost 20 cents a gallon. A new car cost $1,650. Dwight D. Eisenhower was president. Playboy magazine had its first issue. And most importantly, Paul Andrew Moore. Even when Paul was very ill, he could be found upstairs in his classroom taking care of business, being attentive and professional, yet cordial. The students saw him as not only their teacher, but a mentor, counselor, and most importantly, a friend. Our social studies department did too. I went to see them on his last day at Carroll City after Big Papa both informed me that it was his last day. It was just meant to be, I'm convinced. And when I got upstairs to his room and opened the door, his face lit up. In his gallant or gallant, chivalrous manner, he introduced me to the students using all the accolades that only Paul could conjure. He put the students back on task and he went outside to talk. He explained about his medical condition. I asked him if he was a man of faith, and he answered in the affirmative. Upon requesting that we pray, he tightly grasped my hands and we prayed. Of course, we both had tears in our eyes. And upon exiting, he gave me the biggest hug. It goes without saying that I could hardly make it to my car because I was crying so hard. I would call, as most of you did, and leave loving messages, as many of you did. I talked to him on 2 occasions after that. Of course, he sounded weak, but that determination and resolve were there. He acknowledged the many calls from colleagues. Would all former colleagues, principals, co-workers, associates, please stand? Just for a second, please. And just look at each other because most of you know. Thank you. You may be seated. Paul was what we Southerners call a snowbird, having been born in Springfield, Massachusetts to 2 loving and supportive parents. They say the leaf is not off from the tree. That speaks volumes. Trees just don't come out of the clear blue sky. His mother, John Moore, and his father, Donald Moore, had to have an active part in his life. He has also survived the game by four sisters: Kathleen Snyder, Roseanne Butler, Mary Voorhees, Teresa Parata, and five nieces and nephews. And again, a lot of other good people. He leaves to emulate his life and leave a positive mark on the world. His handsome son, Patrick Cyrus Moore, with Patrick's mother, Carolyn, to support him. He had the same aspirations for his son, Andrew Frederick Moore, again, who preceded him in transition in 2007. At this point, historically, I'm going to label Paul a Renaissance man who embraced the digital age. He empathized with the conditions in which most of our students came. He never let that be an excuse for them, our students, not to succeed. He never pitied or found excuses for bad behavior. The job was not just 9 to 5. He was advocating for our students and faculty after hours as well. As UTD rep, the same applied. He was like a rock, cool when he needed it, and tenacious and fiery when he needed to be. When he truly believed in something, come hell or hot water, or come what may, he staunchly and stubbornly stood for that cause. These are just a few of the qualities expressed by friends and co-workers. These are qualities that make for a Renaissance man. He lobbied to end the LCAT test as a requirement for promotion of students. Paul will quite often sound off the editorials to the Miami Herald with the feather of Martin Luther King during the marches. Paul was so appalled by the death of our students in 2007 that he accosted Governor Chris. Yes, Paul did. He wrote a letter to Governor Chris, had it published in the Miami Herald. He then drafted a petition calling for Governor Chris to do his part. Governor Chris was always talking about accountability. Paul felt that certainly accountability applies to children. Come on now. He took on the governor of Florida. Paul, will all of his former students please stand? Just for a second. Anyone who's a former student, there's some of you here. Thank you so much, darling. Very, very good. You may now be seated. He coached the girls' basketball team for 17 years, played the state championship twice, winning that coveted award in 1990 and second place in 1999. Can you believe a man who didn't know a thing about basketball did this? We have coaches who coached for 99 years and they never got the state. Will all of his former basketball players please stand? Oh my, oh my, oh my. Thank you, darling. I can only imagine the faith that Coach Moore had in those girls. The game of basketball is talent and training, and Coach Moore did all of the training. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, and I quote, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." All of the aforementioned was to inspire our youth to fight the good fight, to reiterate to his colleagues to continue to fight, and to reassure his family to use the vernacular, "You done good." God bless you all.